BT Potter, he's back. He's been around forever, and he's got to be one of the leading scorers in the history of the school.
Yeah, I can look that up for you right fast and tell you.
You do most of the talking, Jason. I can look that up. 21 of 26 last year. I see.
Yeah, he BT Potter, he's a weapon. He's got a strong leg. He's good. He can hit field goals from 50 and from beyond 50 yards. So that's a pretty good weapon to have, especially with the kind of year Clemson had offensively last year. You need a guy that can hit on field goals. And I think, what'd you say? He was 21 of 26, right?
Yep.
3 of those misses came in one game. So outside of that, he was pretty dead on accurate pretty much throughout the season. Fortunate to get him back for another year. Although Clemson does, after he's gone, Clemson signed a pretty good kicker, Robert Gunn. Real strong leg, kicking 60-yard field goals in high school. So he's a guy to keep an eye on in the future. But Clemson did lose their punter. Spires is finally moving on. So the punting job will be open. It'll be interesting to see if Aiden Swanson's that guy. He's been with the program a couple seasons now, known to have a pretty strong leg. We haven't really seen it yet, because Potter's been around, and rightfully so, that job's been his. So we haven't got to see much of Aiden Swanson at all. Clemson also signed a big 6'5", 220-something pound punter in the last recruiting class, Jackson Smith. Maybe he gets a shot at that starting job. Pretty big guy for a punter. But that'll be one job that's certainly up for grabs in the spring.
So a guy by the name of Etienne, something like that. I don't know if too many people have heard of him. He's the career scoring leader at Clemson. But those are obviously touchdowns out of that Etienne guy. BT Potter's number 4 on the list. He is there's a couple other kickers in front of him. So he's 4th on the list. And he's got some work to do, about 120 points away from Travis Etienne. And as you can imagine, he's top 5 to 6 in most of the categories, career field goals, single season, and so forth on down the line. With the 21 he hit last season, that's a top 10 figure in the program.
Well, I'm sure the hope for most Clemson fans is the offense is a lot more efficient this year, and he's kicking a lot more extra points than he did last year. That's for sure.
Yeah, 38 extra points. You want that figure to be in the 50s or 60s. Yeah. That's the number we're seeing at places like Alabama and Ohio State, and what we saw out of Clemson just a couple years ago.